Hey guys, welcome back to another P3D video. We are in the KLM 737-800 and we are sitting at Rome and flying back to Amsterdam. Right now I'm recording this in 60 FPS. You may have noticed the last couple of videos were in 60 FPS, but the actual recording of the sim wasn't. This is the first recording of the sim with 60 FPS. I'm not using OBS anymore because that would use a lot of CPU, and I'm using NVIDIA Shadow Play, which will be rendered by the GPU, because we're now on my 1070 Ti. The sim doesn't use all of it up, so it's kind of good to use NVIDIA Shadow Play now to record my videos. So we're now running this at 60 FPS 1080p, and hopefully the quality might be a bit better actually as well. I've noticed that get a bit better quality, a bit more sharper, less blurry than it was before. So we're currently getting the catering on board. We're currently like 6 o'clock in the morning at Rome, 4 minutes past 6 o'clock to be exact. So this is the cockpit. It's been a while since we last been in the 737 cockpit. I'm not sure if KLM actually use this anymore. They may have updated their MCP. If so, please let me know. This is PMDG doing PMDG. That's what they've set it up as. I have no idea what KLM use. I'm not a KLM pilot, am I? So we go to the actually, wait a second. Let's just make sure our IRS options is unrealistic, and probably at the same time. That's on kilograms. Nice. So we go to the FMC. That can go to the legs page on the right, and we'll get the IRSs starting to align. We will get emergency exit lights to armed. Get the seatbelt signs, the chime on first. Let's go and get our fuel and payload set up actually, and then we turn on the passenger signs. So fuel, we've pretty much got 7 tons of fuel. We're planning to use 5 tons, and catering is now finished. Zero fuel weight is 60.8. It's 95% load level, so nice and heavy. Right. Go and close the catering doors or the service doors, depending on whatever you want. In a ref, we are currently at Rome, like so. Currently at gate 410, and we've set our internal GPS left position. Route Rome to Amsterdam, like so. That's our route flight plan. If you guys want to use it, then there it is, like so. And our flight number is KLM 1596. Takeoff runway, typical at Rome, runway 25, and execute that. Get to the perf in it, we can enter in our reserve fuel weight, so we're going to be planning to use 5 tons of fuel on our flight. Final reserve of 1.2. Cost index, I don't know what KLM use, let's just go for a cheeky 20. And we're just going to cruise at apparently 300, but I do not want to cruise it. There we go. Wait, let's just do this quickly. It does say go up to 380 in the end, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to cruise up to 380. That doesn't give us a very accurate cruise wind, so I'm going to have to leave that out for now. I guess I could use the 300 winds, which are very inaccurate. So what I'll do actually, let me go to conditions at Rome, do LIRF. So 260, I'm just going to enter in 260 at 67. There we go. Execute. Right, I need to open up the passenger doors, which I don't think I've opened them, do I? So, yeah, then open up those up. That's in RF. Transition altitude is 3,000 feet. I have no idea on that. Let me just see. No, it's 6,000 feet to be exact. We're doing the Sausica 5 Alpha departure, which is 6,000 feet in the transition. It's actually 3,000 into Amsterdam, but which is probably why it's defaulted to 3,000 on this aircraft, because it's KLM. So yeah. Next, N1 limit, D rate of 1. We are going to be using, well, D rate of 1, sexy temperature 30 degrees. We'll do climb 1 as well. 95.1% on the N1, flats 15, CG can go in. Next page, runway slope I'm expecting. I can get a runway slope if I want. I'll be back in just a moment just to find out. Okay, welcome back. There's no slope, so do that. Alright, runway winds. So 273 at 2 knots. Cool, and it's dry. So, that's pretty much most things entered in. We can't get the takeoff weight just entered just yet. IRSs haven't fully aligned. We put the V speeds in, so V1, actually that takeoff weight just does that anyway. Okay, that's weird. What if I do that? Does that, can I enter that in? No. Okay, so V1 132, rotate of 135, and V2 143. So, we've now done all that. We can just get the VORs turned on, weather, data, traffic, and then come down to 10. Turn these to HPA, so the barrier reference, which is 1016. VORs, terrain, data, 40, traffic, beautiful. Right, come back down here, and I need to do departure and arrival quickly. 25, and the SOSIV 5 alpha. Why is it not coming up? Probably the 6 alpha then. That's weird. Does it not like to do it? Ah, there it is. For some reason it's got 6 alpha. Oh wait, that's an A, not an I. So that's probably for the SOSAC. That's SOSAC 6 alpha. So SOSIV 5 alpha. There we go. And transition at the SOV 5 alpha. Execute that in. Make sure they've got no discontinuities until the rate end. That doesn't matter. Go back to the layout takeoff speeds because they've been deleted, but I doubt they've changed at all. We'll take a look. Nope, they have not changed a single bit. Okay, so runway length, runway heading, sorry, is 248, which is there. That something glitched over there. Oh, it's just the shadows. That's a 380. I did say I'm going to turn on the seatbelt signs as soon as I set the fuel. I actually didn't get to do that. Up to 380 here. Oh, that one's a bit too far. Packs can stay off for now. We'll get the APU started up. Do you have fuel in the center? No, so we get one fuel pump turned on. APU can start up. Cool. That can come to both. And IRS is still aligning. Hopefully not too long till they finish aligning. Okay, we can't. I can't request the wins like the 777, sadly. So that's a bit annoying. Let's go back outside, see how things are going. So they just got the baggage starting up. That sunrise is beautiful. If only we could take off into the sunrise, but technically we're just taking off that direction, which is not as beautiful. Yeah, so baggage won't take too long. After cargo's pretty much finished already, so we'll get ready to close those doors. Close the passenger doors actually as well. Close the cargo aft. Just waiting for IRSs to align, and then we should get the pushback going, which would be nice. Right. Yeah, forward cargo's almost done. That's probably the last bag. Was that the last bag? Yeah, cool. And that's it. Lovely. We can now close the forward cargo door. That can come to the ground connections. Wait for the AP to start up. Oh, it's already started up. Nice. Get the AP generator on. We will set the parking brake. We'll get the pitot covers off, the ground power and the wheel chocks. And that can go back to the legs page. Bring the pitot probe seats on. We will request a pushback. Nose right, obviously. Hopefully that jetway is already going automatically, which is nice. And get the packs on just for now, just for the air conditioning for now. We'll turn them off once the engines are starting. Put the isolation valve onto auto. And RSs have aligned, so we're good to go straight away. So just going to wait for GSX to do its things, turn off the packs, get the engine started up. Unable to do that, that's absolutely fine, don't worry. Insufficient fuel. It lies, it lies.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Cool. If you're ready, then actually get going. Don't say you're ready for it once you haven't even locked it up into the gear yet. It's a lie. Is it getting a bit foggy? Has this conditions suddenly changed to fog? They have. Nothing changed in the time, so that was weird. Just complete fog straight away. I wish there's like a gradual fog, not like a straight away fog, if that makes sense. Okay, parking brakes are released. Fuel damper on. Fuel pumps. Hydraulic pumps, window heats, they'll definitely need to come on now because of the fog, and packs can come off now as we're getting the engine started up. Anti-collision light, we'll set ground, or GRD, I think that stands ground. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it starts the engine, so let's just say. And we're looking for 25% on the N2 to make sure the engine actually is good to put the fuel in. And almost there. There we go, fuel's coming in. I think I may have forgotten to turn on the immersion package for this flight, so sorry about that. I won't forget the last flight. I won't forget the next flight in the 737. What I'll do is write myself a note. So I'll find a notepad. Sticky notes, there we go. Beautiful. And immersion, let's just say. I don't know what the sounds like. Some of the sounds stay when I disconnect from P3D. Some of them don't. It's really weird. No, not disconnect from P3D, like move on to different application. Like half the sounds just go. It's really weird. Right, start number 1. Right, N2's coming up. EGT's rising, N1's also rising. Pushback's almost complete. Timer, I always forget to start. Let's do that now. Weather turbulence 2000 TCAS. We'll wait for the pushback to complete. There we go. Parking brake is set. Bring in the fuel. Test the TCAS. Cool. Just waiting for the engine to start up. There we go. We got waiting for this to click out. All the hydraulics are active, so they should all be good. Yeah. We wait for the start valve to close, and then we'll turn the packs back on. That just clicked out. Position, start valve's closed, the packs can come back on. Those come to continuous generators. Gen 1, APU's coming off. Cool. We get the auto throttle. I should turn off that actually, because that it's weird how the auto throttle works. We'll turn it on once we get to the runway. Right, cool. Right, it's disconnected. I'm gonna get the turn offs. Seems like it did nothing. Cool. Taxi light on. And we'll do the flight control check. Full right, full left, all the way down, all the way up, rudder to the right, that disconnect the parking brake obviously, rudder to the left. I don't know why it disconnects it. It always does when I first time move the rudders. Okay, disconnect parking brake now, get going. It can go off the engine page. TA only, sorry. Right. Looks like I'm not getting any dynamic lighting from the inside, I'm not sure. Don't see the lights at all. It's weird. If I go outside, I definitely see the lights are turned on. But this is no lights. Oh, for some reason that weird weird drop in frames just then. Okay, right. Let's go set everything else. So auto brake to RTO, flats coming down to 15. There we go. Cool. Got some private jet, is that? Transavia 737. Probably also going off to KLM. I'm not sure. Oh, not going off to KLM, going off to Amsterdam, sorry. That was weird. Right. On to November we go. We are taxiing very fast, to be honest. We're at 30 knots. Probably should slow down just for this turn. Like so. And turn on to Bravo. And we go. And there we go. Lovely. So, I think we're all good for takeoff. Flaps 15, Orbx RTO. And bring some power back into the engine so we can actually taxi. And there you go, flaps is definitely 15. Beautiful. Right. Don't know if you need to set the I don't know if you need to set the landing altitude for your takeoff, if that makes sense. Because it is. What's the altitude? It is pretty much 0 anyway at Rome. So yeah. As a negative altitude at Amsterdam. Amsterdam's below sea level. Cool. So pretty much we're going to be taking off. I don't know. You can see the runway lights for 3-4 right and 3-4 left. Pretty much at that point, just before those lights, we should turn on left onto 2-5. You can see a bit. It's coming up now actually. I'm going to go into Bravo. Slow down the aircraft now. Just here, so here's Bravo. And you can just see there, just quickly just saw it there. Turn on left. Right, there's no aircraft around, so turn the landing lights on, which I do not see turned on at all. I mean, they're on. Doesn't look like they're on though. It's weird, really weird. Okay. Maybe it's this weird glitch with the immersion package. Probably I just haven't installed it, which is why it's not liking it at all. So yeah, we'll turn on auto throttle, flight directors, VNav, LNav, engine speeds are continuous, APU is off, strobes. Very good for takeoff. Let's say you've been cleared for takeoff as well. So we'll start the timer. Set N1 to about 50%. Everything's looking stable. Toga. VNav obviously just disengage because PMDG does that. Right. N1 set. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. Nice center line holding here. Oh, I keep forgetting to set the trim on the 737, don't I? Typical. Rotate. Okay, what's the red to climb? Gear up. Into the fog we go. This looks really realistic. Oh my god. P3D. I love you. Right, VNav's kicked in again. Nice. Bring the nose down a bit then. Like so. Cool. Just flying manually for now until after the turn. We can keep the nose up a bit higher than what the flight director says. It's fine. Well, now it wants us to go up a bit. Okay, nice. Just start leveling out the nose here, or the plane, just level out the wings, like so. We need to be above 3,000 feet by our next waypoint, which looks, well, we look on time, which is good. Autopilot engaged. There's 3,000 feet. Gear can come off. We'll get the retractable lights off. Look at that. If I only had the immersion package activated. Silly, silly me. Right. coming up to there. You really see there's literally like no bad weather at all, which is really nice. So we should have a very nice flight today. Right, let's go bring the flaps up. They're cleared up to go up to 1, which is like so. There we go. Flaps up. You should see the slats come back. There we go. There's the slats. Right, next waypoint should be above 6,000 feet. So hopefully we'd make that. So you just need to gain our speed first. Right. Once we pass 6,000 feet, it's set starting pressure, and we'll get into the cinematics like normal. Cool. You're all set. I'll set that to program, so we can see our top of climb, which is 4:45 Zulu. So I should reach top of climb in 20 minutes, which is nice. Should arrive at Amsterdam with 2.2 tons of fuel. That's good. So standard pressure. That's all. Yeah, that's all checked. Okay, does that sink in there? Yeah, 1013. Nice. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the takeoff coming out of Rome. I will see you into the descent, probably about in 2 hours' time, more or less. So yeah, enjoy the cinematics of this wonderful 737. I keep saying it's been a while. Every aircraft's been a while. I've got so many aircraft. The next time I fly the next aircraft, it takes a while. Probably the most popular plane on the channel is the A320 and the 787. So I'm not trying to do loads of flights with them because it might get a bit boring and repetitive for some people. So I'm trying to vary the aircraft around. So you can see we're doing 737. So yeah, enjoy the cinematics. Goodbye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent down into Amsterdam Schiphol. We are a lot lower than we normally are when I come back into a video. I'm not actually staying on the VNAV for some reason. Nah, I'm just messed up. Oh dear. Now we're 1,500 feet too high. I don't know why that just kicked out. That was weird. Right. For some reason it's... Right, let's just do this. Okay, right, so ILS minimums and blah 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 blah. So Barrow is 228. So we'll set that in like so. And we're currently looking at a QNH of 1015 to Schiphol. There we go. We're catching up that VNAV again. Yes. Quite slowly though. Right. Don't have a lot of fuel left on board. Just got under 2 tons. That's fine. It's not a biggie. And we shall punch in the frequencies. So 111.95. Like so. 111.951. Okay, cool. That's now entered. Awesome. We're catching up with that VNAV, and we should get some time to decelerate then. If not, we can always hold if we wanted to, which is fine. Cool. Okay. I've got P3D very loud on my mic, on the headphones right now. Just trying to turn it down. There we go. That might be a bit too quiet, to be honest. I'm probably going to get just below the VNAV, so then we can actually slow down the aircraft, so it doesn't descend as fast as the VNAV. I think that would be a good shout, so that's what we're going to do. Right, so I've entered in our arrival for 36 right. We are doing the Putty 1 Alpha arrival, and it shouldn't be too long until we arrive actually. Just about to pass 10,000 feet, so what we do, get the fixed landing lights and the turn-offs turned on. Like so, go to the inner ref, we'll do flats 30 landing at speed of 145. And you see we're just going to go below the VNAV for now. Then I'm going to bring in the VNAV in once, I'd say like 500 feet below, and then I'll be happy. Or 400 feet, there we go. Let's bring the VNAV in now, and bring the nose up just to catch up with the VNAV. And that will also make us decelerate, which is nice. Right, flap speed limits, 250 knots. So now you can see we're actually decelerating, which is good. Cool. Got a lot of, not too much air traffic, but it's quite a bit. Right, actually let's not zoom in that much, just bring that in, like so. Not much terrain at Amsterdam. Right, so landing altitude is apparently 39. I thought Amsterdam was below sea level. Yeah, it's minus 11, which rounds down to 0. Rounds up to 0, sorry. Right. On the VNAV, are we decelerating? No, but we can bring out the first set of flaps, which will help us decelerate. Bring out flaps 5, because that will actually just help us a lot. And what I'll do, I'll bring the speed intervene, because I don't want to slow down too much just yet. Let's go to 20. Cool. That's flaps 2. Bring down flaps 5. There we go. The city of Amsterdam to the left and to the right. I don't know if Amsterdam city's, yeah, maybe, yeah. And definitely in front of us as well. To be honest, I have no idea if it's Amsterdam city and just making things up, you know. That's me. So on the VNAV, we are decelerating, which is nice to see. I'll bring this down to 200 knots. Should I bring this down all the way down to like flats 1 debug speed, because I'm decelerating very slowly, and it'll be fine. Get the approach turned on. We'll get the where is it? Approach armed, like so. on the glide slope. That's interesting. Okay, let me just can I not bring in the VNav or whatever again? Okay then, I'm just going to stick on the glide slope. That's fine with me then. I'd always thought you had to have the localizer armed before the glide slope. That's why I activated the approach. But hey ho, it is what it is. Right, retractable landing lights, engine speeds too continuous. Oh, that was a weird lag spike. Oh, probably the airport loading in. And that'll be it. We've got a lot less FPS now. Right. To help us really slow down, I might have to bring down the gear, sorry. Go down to flat 5 debug speed. We are decelerating, but not as fast as I would like. So we may have to revert to bringing the gear down, which is fine. It's nothing bad because we're not too fast to bring the gear down. So let's do it. You see that really did bring our deceleration up. Deceleration up sounds like your deceleration's getting worse, but it's actually better. It doesn't matter. Right. Do I have the airport in sight? No. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Okay, we can get rid of the speed brakes now. And arm. There we go, that's nice and armed. Gears down. Nice and early. And making our way onto the localizer. It should be coming in soon. You can see that's where the localizer... Let's load this up. That's where the localizer would come in. And I guess we could go like 200 knots actually. Let's just do that. Look at that. I don't know what's going on down there. Not sure if that is real life. There's some sort of canals in the city. When does the RLS start? 2,000 feet. Actually, we're going to go on the glide slope, so go around's actually 1,500 to start off with, so we'll set that in there. Yeah, it's actually a bit foggy here in Amsterdam as well, just like our departure out of Rome. So, not too bad. Our fuel's just only just got to the low mark, which is fine. I see a bit of runway lights poking through now. Do you see some aircraft on approach? Oh no, that's on the ground, on the ground. Right, yes, we did go past standard transition altitude. What, 500 feet you go. It's not too much of a biggie. Let's go set flaps 10. Speed down to 180. I think that's our runway right there. Yes. We should doing a left turn now. There we go. Perfect on the localizer. Awesome. Also, Throttle is moaning at me for some reason. I don't know why. Let's bring this down to reference speed plus 5. So reference speed is 145. So 150 is our approach speed. What are the winds at Amsterdam right now? 150 at 8 knots. So let's do plus 7 on the approach speed. Flats 15. Go flats 25. It's a bit of turbulence. You see the bit of gusting or variable winds, which is why you see the speed jumping about quite a bit there. Go flats 30, and that will fully configure us for the landing. Okay, flats 30 is set. Speed brake armed. We did forget to set the auto brake. Let's just set that to 1. And we're good for landing. Awesome. Bring the autopilot disengage out. There we go. My aircraft. Right, let's fly this bird down. Getting blown to the right, but for some reason the winds are changing like crazy. Wow, that is what you call variable winds right there.
1,000.
These winds aren't great. Trying to get a couple wing views in there. Got a bit too high doing that. That's fine, don't worry. Just bring the nose down just a tad. Getting a bit to the right of the runway again. Bring the nose down a bit more. Bring the nose back up again.
500.
You are coming a bit too fast. For some reason the auto throttle wants to keep it nice and high. So bring that auto throttle down. The thrust down, sorry.
Approaching minimums.
Right. Level out the wings now. The glow stick back up. Like so. Should have cancelled that auto throttle warning. It's fine.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And a throttle. Oh, that's a floater. That is what you call a floater. There you go, touchdown. Bring the reverses out. If they would like to come out. There we go. That's weird. And we're going to decelerate as slowly as possible because the runway... Well, because we would like to exit coming out straight into the terminal, which is right there. So, yeah, we did well actually. Right, reverses need to come in because otherwise we're going to bring in some stuff we don't want to get into the engines, and we'll turn off the flight directors. Oh, I still had the auto brake engaged. Luckily, it just didn't move the aircraft to completely stop. So, continue the taxi. Not taxi. Carry on down the runway. 2 hours and 3 minutes of flight time. And an exit here on Echo 4. Right, this can come to standby. We can clear up. Like so. And engine speeds to off, landing lights. I should just click that, can't I? There we go. Oh, that's not wrong one. That's the wrong one. Right, AP can start up. Engine speeds are off. Steady on the lights and the strobes there. And yeah, we got the AP started up. Obviously. Okay, cool. There's a free gate over there. That's where the big aircraft park. So, where do we park? Well, let's just take it. Where's that gate? I really can't see it. We need to zoom in like really far. Echo 18, let's just take it. Echo 18. Heavy. KLM. There's actually some smaller aircraft in this part of the terminal. So, that's fine. Cool. Right, we need to get that out of the way. That's going to annoy us. And the PFD and NDs there. So we set on the VAT route. Now come back to map. And we need some of the radar, weather radar. Like so. Parking next to 777 and an A330. Lovely. Right, lights coming off. And Echo 18 is that. Bring the nose around. Beautiful lineup. Wow. GS6 doesn't think so. Well, I wasn't the best of lining up. Right, actually, I'm going to stop the aircraft to do taxi and idle. Yeah, GS6 is not like our lining up for some reason. Oh, we're coming in very fast. Right, let's stop the aircraft here. That's fine. Cool. AP generators on. AP gen active. Engines. And bye bye. Right, we'll get the mini page, ground connections, wheel chock, pitot covers, pitot heats, and window heats as well. And I need the ground power. Request depot, actually we do need ground power, we're going to run out of fuel if we run the AP one. Ground power active, ground power, AP off, fuel pumps, bye bye. Packs can still stay on, we can actually get the air conditioning unit just to keep air conditioning on. Get the jetway over. Oh, there's a lot of things to say. Open up that door, that's already opening. Opening up. Cargo doors opening up. Block time of 2 hours and 12 minutes. Lovely. Cool. Now I'm just running out of breath right now. Cool. Let's turn off the hydraulic pumps as well. Fuel damper. And we're not doing a full shutdown, so... Oh, did I forget to bring all the flaps up? Yes. Great, good one. We don't have any hydraulics, do we? No. I thought I brought all of them up. I guess if I turn on these hydraulics, this won't work, would it? Nope. That's fine. Who cares? Doesn't really matter that much. That jetway is coming out of view. Right. Well, that beacon light will still be on, won't it? There we go. Hope you guys enjoyed our flight in the KLM 737-800. That was the first for me to actually not bring all the flaps up. I guess I don't have a flap lever, I can't properly tell if they're all up. There's a lot of flap detents in the 737, so yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the flight. Like I said, with the KLM 737-800, haven't done the 800 in a while, especially 737. I think the last flight was it in the Delta 737-900, I can't remember. So yeah, it's been really enjoyable flying this. 2 hours flight time, baggage, getting deboarding, got another 777-200 in the background, and behind us we've got A330-200. So yeah, this is also Traffic Live for those of you wondering. I'm also using a new PTA preset, if you guys are asking that, which is the R&D PTA preset, R&D. I'll put a link to it in the description. Well, it'll be on my settings link as normal. So yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you later. Bye bye.